Welcome to this energy session based on divine purity. Purity is a state in which you are unencumbered, not by your thoughts, not by your emotions, or any other residue or blockages or whatever words you want to use that would alter consciousness or the flow of meridians and through your whole system. And tonight what we're going to do is give you an experience of divine purity and help you cultivate it within yourself. So we're going to do a little bit of a removal and a whole lot of divine purity. And then there'll be a special treat at the end. So that'll be good. And my goal with this is to do shorter energy sessions so that you can use them as a quick pick-me-up. Please do write below and let me know whether that's your intent or whether you would prefer these longer, more involved energy sessions. If you have anything that you would like us to work on these energy sessions, please, I welcome you to put it down below in the YouTube. I look at all the messages now, and I look at them much too. So thank you. Thank you so much. And a shout out to Jay Pat, who watches all of these videos on a regular basis. And I'm grateful for that. And we certainly hope that his mom gets better. So anyway, let's be in the center of the core being, please. Let's activate the base chakra. Let's choose to be deep within the divine presence, the I Am presence. And let's receive 3 relaxed deep breaths. And relaxed is so much more important than deep. Now choose to be back in the center of the core being. Good. That's the 3 breath technique. Kind of interesting how I named it, isn't it? It keeps you in alignment. In order to do it and receive the maximum benefit from it, you have to know who you are, be who you are. And that is consciousness. You're not your emotions. You're not your thoughts. In fact, sometimes thoughts just go floating by and your brain latches onto one and you start developing it into a story. Hasn't that ever happened to you? How can you be your thoughts when they're so random like that from unknown sources? You're not your physical body. This planet is filled with cemeteries of old bodies that were no longer needed. You are consciousness. Allow the energy in. I'm not just talking here. You are consciousness. And just like a hermit crab takes on a shell, and when that shell is no longer viable, it gets rid of that shell and goes finds a better one. Same thing. As consciousness, we enter into this crystalline structure, this shell that comes complete. It comes with an electromagnetic, a physical body, an emotional body. These are just layers and sublayers and interdependent layers and all kinds. Physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, the causal body, the astral body, the etheric body. Then there's the advanced bodies. The first one being the awakened body and the light body and the, how can I forget? The last one's the ascension body, and before that is, how can I forget? Begins with a P. Senior moment, forgive me. It doesn't matter for this purpose anyway. Relax. Just be. Take a look when you're in the center of the core being. You'll notice that a lot of thoughts, that monkey mind that it's been referred to, goes away. It just goes away. Because it's not you. Your consciousness. Know that you're consciousness. And you'll begin to identify as consciousness, setting the pattern for the spiritual path. So that's all good. It's all wonderful. What happens to your emotions when you're in the center of the core being? Don't they dumb down a bit? Sometimes more than a bit. So the only other distraction we have in the center of the core being is energy that's coming through. People are courting to us. Some people pull energy from us. Some people are pushing energy to us. And so we cut the cords. In the center of the core being, have that thought to just cut the cords. All of them. And during this session, you'll allow cords only from beings who are of the light and serve the light and support you on your spiritual path. Just declare that. There's other things we can do. There's more we can do. But let's keep it simple. Good. So now what we want to do is call forth the violet flame. Most of you have probably already heard of the violet flame. The way shower was Saint Germain. And what this energy does, the violet flame, is it transmutes and releases things. Alchemy. And we also want to take in the sacred fire. Because when this alchemy, this violet flame releases things, and your energy field is filled with holes here and there like Swiss cheese, you don't want some random thing from the universe just floating in and filling up the spot. We're going to choose the sacred fire and allow that to fill in, to help us along our path. It'll help you when you're on a secular path or if you choose a spiritual path. Either way, it will help you greatly. So to help you, because I get lots of people go and say, I don't know how to call in energies. I can't do that. Here it is coming at you. Breathe in the violet flame and the sacred fire now. If you're one of my more advanced students, please also breathe in the golden flame and the diamond white light. Another day, another session, too much to explain. So we'll just use the violet flame and the sacred fire. And we breathe it in and we fill the center of the core being with it completely and fully. And we activate it. It means turn it on. We energize it, and that means we kick it up into the excited state. You remember your old chemistry classes? We amplify it. like turning up the volume on a stereo. And then we lock it in, we anchor it on the node, your node, in the center of the core of being. That's your node on the grid of humanity. And lots of other grids go through that too. So right now we're activating, energizing, amplifying, and anchoring the violet flame and the sacred fire onto our node in the center of the core being. Allow it to build. Every time you breathe it in, breathe it in. Now the violet flame and the sacred fire, they don't really do anything unless you give them a job to do. So let's do that. So we want the violet flame to transmute and release everything within our crystalline structure, everything within our energy field that's not us. Everything that would create an impediment to experiencing divine purity. Everything that you're ready to release with all the other work that you've been doing to make changes in your life. Sound good? And each time we go through this, you'll be able to take more and more away. So now we're going to give the sacred fire a job to do. And we're going to have that misty white light, if you see energy, fill in all the spots and spaces, first of all, that may be empty already, and anything that the violet flame creates in this process. Doesn't that just keep it simple? Keep it easy. I'm going to lay back. You close your eyes. Be in the center of the core being. Activate that base chakra. And you have to choose the process. You have to allow the process, and you have to accept the process of transmuting, releasing, and replacing everything that's not you. Everything that you're ready to get rid of. Any spiritual dross or residue. Everything that doesn't let you be you in this body system. And you can tack on anything else you want to that. And choose the process. Allow the process. Accept the process. And in that way, it will integrate and then implement in your life. So let's just begin this simple little process. It's going to clear your entire energy field. Your energy field is about 55 feet in diameter, 16.7 meters. That's like a 5-story house. Well, 5-story mansion. And 2.5 stories in every direction is the size of your energy field. And we're allowing the violet flame to go through, transmute and release, while the sacred fire replaces everything that's not needed in this moment. Everything that will never be needed, yet is stored in your energy field. Everything that's not you. Can you ask it to transmute and release and replace specific things? Sure you can. It's your process. You're the one that needs to accept it. Just be. The deeper you go into the center of the core being, the more that can be cleared out because you're out of the way. Also, the quicker the whole process takes. To go deeper into the center of the core being, you just make that choice. But since many of us don't feel that that would work, then it won't. So we've created a mnemonic device that you can use, that we can create within you right now. Real simple. It's not hypnosis. And you won't be able to use this method for hypnosis in the future. This will keep you in the center of the core being, deep in connection with self, deep in connection with source, deep in connection with your guides. And all we do is we create an upward pointing triangle and a downward pointing triangle. And we create the vertices of those triangles just by counting to 3 in any language you choose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you feel yourself going really deep within. Sometimes it's a little step within. Sometimes it doesn't feel like anything changed at all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now this process has been sealed within you if you choose to use it, if you choose to accept it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. אחד, שתיים, שלוש. Any language will work. And this process has been going on while I've been speaking and while we've been doing that. So if you'd like to do more of this simple clearing, you can hit pause in a moment and give yourself that extra time if you wish. But what we're going to do now is we're going to call upon divine purity. You can be in the center of the core being and just choose divine purity and breathe it in and fill the center of the core being with divine purity. Or you can accept the divine purity that I'm allowing to go through me into this recording for you. And just breathe it in and fill the center of the core being with divine purity. Activate, energize, amplify, anchor it on your node. Allow it to permeate your entirety. And what I mean by that is penetrate and saturate all of your mortal bits and all of your immortal bits. Everything. Good, good, good. So if you'd like to experience more of divine purity, hit the pause. Or else you can continue. For this additional energy will aid you in your quest towards purity and divine purity. In fact, it'll help you along your path in many ways. Please breathe in divine kindness. Just that simple. More. Breathe it in more. Fill the center of the core being with divine kindness. Allow it to permeate your entirety. Allow it to affect change within you so that you're kind to yourself as well as others. And I hope this starts your business day well, or helps close everything in the evening to help you in your just your evening activities, winding down, etc. However you choose to use this. Oh, doesn't it feel great? In fact, if it feels really great and you enjoy these energy sessions, please help me to keep doing this. There's 70 some odd recordings out there for you. Please use the links below, donate. You can send things via Venmo, PayPal, whatever. Doesn't matter. There's other ones that we can receive as well. Whatever you'd care to do, but your donations are so helpful because there's a lot of things to maintain with this. Thank you. Thank you so much for being open to this kind of work. Thank you so much for choosing this and allowing this. Feel free to write your experiences below or ask your questions. How can I be better here for you? Thank you so much. God bless.